Are you in the same place today that you were last year? 6 months ago? 5 years ago? 10 years ago? Are you going to be in the same place you are today in a week, in a month, in 6 months, in a year? Or are you going to make the resolution, the dedication, the commitment to yourself to go out and better yourself? You know what happens when you better yourself? You better others around you. Or you don't like the direction you're going. You've got one or two choices, right? Stay on the same path and be miserable, or take the chance of stepping out, taking those steps towards that you're uncomfortable with, but getting to where you want to go. Actually, the United States is funding 20% of their budget, and the countries vote against us 80% of the time. If you had an employee that voted against you 80% of the time, I'm pretty sure I know what you would do.
All the married folks here, do you get along with your spouses at all times? My wife's not here, so I can, well, my sister-in-law's here, so I better be careful. You don't get along with your wife or your husband at all times. Just because you don't get along with the candidate at all times does not mean we should fold and drop our support.
One of the top reasons for failure is being disorganized. Just starting out your day, you get through 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock and you've not got anything accomplished. Probably most likely at the beginning of the day you didn't set out what you wanted to do during the day, so then you really didn't get anything done. So let's talk about the law of process. Defines how things must be done. Talked about real estate, building a house. You get the plans first, you design it, you buy your land. You wouldn't go start building a house on land you didn't own, right? Then you do them right and succeed. So you put the process into place, and then you start following the steps. But if you don't do them in the right order, you will fail. Because if you go in and put your sheetrock on in your house before you put your electrical wiring and your plumbing in, you have failed. It's going to cost you time and it's going to cost you money. Best manuscript that's ever exist. If 10 people tell you no, either go to another 10 people or adjust. Sometimes our pride gets so ingrained in us that we just become bound and determined that this is what we want to be and this is what we want to do, that we miss what we should actually be doing, that we could be so fulfilled in.
Each one of you all that are represented here, for each organization, for each elected official, email 10, 20, at least every one of you has 30 people in your email box or your Facebook account or your Twitter account. Tell them to get involved.